Welcome to another week of Training Miss Maisie. Today we're going to show you two real simple things. One is how we get the dog to go to the bathroom on command, which is the word hurry is what I use. Some people actually use get it done. You can say lollipops if you want to, just so you're consistent with what you're saying when the dog's going to the bathroom. The other command we're going to show you is kennel. Just another great tool to have. You don't hate to chase the dog around when they're 6 months old and trying to shove them into a crate or put them in their pen or whatever the case may be. It's nice if at this real early age that you can say a word, the dog understands they're supposed to get it into something, and then there's no fights. It just makes life so much nicer later on. So obviously with the hurry command, I'm going to have to get behind the camera so I can follow Maisie around. But what we're going to do is when we let the dog out, we're going to just wait for her to start using the bathroom, and as soon as she does, we say hurry, good dog, hurry, good dog. So we're imprinting her on the action that she's doing and the words that we're saying. Again, it's just dog training. Unfortunately, dog training is not always that exciting. It's a lot of repetition. Can sometimes get boring, but then we get the results in the long run. So I'm gonna step behind the camera and we will get Maisie out and see if we can't get her to perform for us. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, you can see here's Maisie in her crate. She's obviously wanting out, and people oftentimes ask, how do you develop patience in a dog? Even at this young age, I want her to be somewhat calm before I let her out of that crate. I don't want her to be, scraping and bouncing off the wall. So you can see she's laid down now and she's relaxing a little bit. So we're gonna wait for her to calm down again. And now we'll just go over and we'll let her out. Come on, Maze. Hurry, good girl. Hurry, Maisie. Good girl. So you can see, very simple. When the dog's doing the action that we want, we simply just tell her the word that we want her to hear when we in the future want her to use the bathroom. The convenient thing, people say, why are you training the dog on a word to go to the bathroom? Short answer is, if it's pouring down rain, I don't want to stand outside for 10 minutes waiting for the dog to go to the bathroom. I want her to know the word and do it. Here. Good girl. As you can see, Maisie is learning the here command very well. She's getting to a point where she can be a good distance away from me. If I can get her attention, usually just with her name, she's more than willing to just run right back into me as I say here. So, but just to touch on the here command, I still am not going to be saying that word until I am absolutely confident she's going to come back to me, because I don't want her to think, sometimes I hear the word and I come back, sometimes I don't. So I just want to still be imprinting the proper actions with the words that I'm saying. But back to what we're going to do now. Today we're going to work on kennel also. As you can see, just have a little puppy crate. This is what Maisie lives in several hours a day. But this is home to her. She's very comfortable in it. There's really no whining or crying or barking or anything anymore. This, the first day or two there was. But let me just show you what I would do and what I did do with Maisie when she was 6 or 7 weeks old when I first brought her home. So with a little puppy like that, or even a smaller puppy than what we have here, I just simply pick the dog up, put her in the crate, and say kennel. Good girl, kennel. And then let them right back out. As they get older, you can start lengthening the distance a little bit. Kennel, good girl. And even, there will come a point to where we can leave this gate open and she'll stay in there. We haven't really worked on that yet with her, but there'll come a point, and that's an important thing that we'll have to talk about later, that there may come a time when it's important for the dog to just know to stay in there without being told to come out and without having the gate shut. So, Maisie, here. Come on, good girl, good girl. But again, it's just repetition. Same word, same action, same word, same action, over and over and over again. And you'll get a dog to where, a lot of the older dogs that I have that are, 12 to 18 months old, I mean, we're several hundred yards away from their kennels, and I can say the word, and they know where to go, which one's theirs, and you know, it just makes life so much easier. There's no fighting with the dog when it's time to get in the kennel. But again, it's just simply picking the dog up, kennel, putting them in, and that's the end of it. I mean, there's really not a whole lot of technical things to happen here. I'm not trying to insult anyone's intelligence on this. I just wish that when I first started training that I had somebody to tell me these things. So I hope this is helpful to you. And again, dog training is not necessarily exciting and changing every day. It's just a lot of same old repetition, along with the action that we want the dog to do. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Please, on Facebook, if there's things that you have questions about what we talked about today, or things you'd like to see Maizie and I do for you, please post that. I mean, we're willing to do whatever you want and whatever you think you need to see with the puppy for where you've got it at. If for some reason Maisie's not at a stage for something that you need, we've got some older dogs that can always maybe demonstrate how to train certain aspects of the Labrador. So hope you enjoyed it and have a great day, and until we see you the next time with Training Miss Maizie.